Yo, what's good? It's True Villain, and today I want to do something a little different because there is way too much noise around Modern Warfare 4 right now. Every week there's a new leak, a new rumor, a new insider claim, and half the time people start talking like this game is already fully revealed when it absolutely is not. So instead of doing the usual hype nonsense, let's talk about what we actually know about Modern Warfare 4 right now. And the first thing you need to know is the simplest part. Activision has not officially announced Modern Warfare 4. As of right now, there is no official reveal trailer, no confirmed title card, no release date, no pre-order page, and no real official breakdown of modes, platforms, or features. So if you've seen people online acting like this game is already locked in and fully understood, that is not true. Right now, a lot of this conversation is still happening in rumor territory. Now, with that said, there are still a few things that seem more believable than others. The biggest one is that Infinity Ward is widely expected to be leading Call of Duty 2026. That part makes sense both because of the studio rotation people expect and because multiple outlets have pointed to Infinity Ward as the team attached to the next game. That still is not the same thing as an official reveal. But if you're asking what the most likely setup is right now, Infinity Ward being back in charge is probably the safest assumption on the board. The next big question is the name. Is it actually going to be called Modern Warfare 4? That is where things get interesting. The strongest recurring leak says the game is currently using the working title Modern Warfare 4, with the Korean character tied to the number 4 and the rumored setting. That same report says the campaign would heavily involve North and South Korea, and that you'd be dealing with Makarov and the Kony group again after the ending of MW3. If that leak is accurate, then this game is very clearly meant to be a direct continuation of the rebooted Modern Warfare storyline instead of some sidestep or soft reset. But again, that is still leak material, not confirmed marketing. Honestly, from a pure story perspective, that part is believable. If you look at where MW3 left things, there was unfinished business all over the place. Makarov is still the major threat, the world is still unstable, and the reboot series clearly hasn't wrapped up its central conflict, so a direct follow-up wouldn't be surprising at all. The rumored Korea angle would at least give them a fresh geopolitical setting to work with, which on paper sounds more interesting than just recycling the same exact locations again. But I want to stress this part hard: believable does not mean confirmed. Another rumor that keeps hanging around is the idea that DMZ returns in 2026. Some reports say it could come back as the game's third major mode. That would absolutely get people talking, because DMZ had a loyal group of players even if it never fully became the giant pillar Activision might have wanted. If Infinity Ward is really looking for something to help Modern Warfare 4 stand out, bringing back DMZ in a bigger and more polished form would make a lot of sense. But once again, that is not official yet. It's one of those rumors that keeps surviving because it feels plausible, not because Activision has actually come out and said it. Then there's the hardware side. One of the earlier reports said Call of Duty 2026 could drop last-gen support and focus on newer hardware. If that happens, that would be a pretty big shift, because Call of Duty has spent a long time stretching across generations. That could mean better maps, less compromise, and maybe a cleaner technical package overall. But it could also just mean a different set of expectations and a lot more pressure, especially if players start expecting some giant leap the second last gen gets left behind. Right now, though, that is still in the rumor bucket too. Now let's get to the rumor that caused the most arguing, the claim that Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer is basically a copy of Modern Warfare 2022. This was the leak that got people heated, because it specifically talked about the game supposedly bringing back a lot of MW2-style design, including heavy visual recoil and other familiar systems. And to be fair, if your mind immediately went to, oh no, you were definitely not alone. A lot of players do not want Modern Warfare 4 to feel like MW2 2.0. But here's the important part. Infinity Ward itself publicly pushed back after that rumor spread. Their message was basically, don't believe everything you read on the internet and see you in 2026. That does not automatically prove every leak is false, but it does mean you should be very careful about treating the MW2 copy narrative as it's already confirmed. Out of everything floating around right now, that is probably the piece of information I would be most careful with, because it's the one Infinity Ward most clearly seemed to respond to. So if I had to boil this all down into one honest answer, here's where we're at.
We do not officially know that the 2026 game is called Modern Warfare 4. We do not officially know the setting. We do not officially know the modes. We do not officially know whether DMZ is back, whether last gen is gone, or whether multiplayer will feel more like MW2 than MW3. What we do know is that there is no reveal yet, Infinity Ward is the expected studio, fall 2026 is the obvious target if the yearly release schedule continues, and the biggest repeated rumor package points to a Korea-set Modern Warfare sequel that continues the current story. And honestly, that's why this topic is so weird right now. The idea of the game is starting to feel real, but the game itself is still mostly smoke. People are already debating mechanics, story choices, maps, modes, and whether the franchise can bounce back, and yet Activision hasn't even properly put the thing on stage. So this is one of those times where patience actually matters, because until the official reveal happens, a lot of the loudest opinions are still built on reporting that may end up only half right. My take right now, I think a Modern Warfare follow-up in 2026 is the obvious play. I think the Korea setting rumor is believable enough to watch closely. I think DMZ returning would make a lot of sense, and I think the "it's just MW2 again" rumor is the one that deserves the biggest side-eye, because Infinity Ward clearly didn't like that narrative getting traction. So for now, the smartest way to look at Modern Warfare 4 is simple. There's enough smoke to pay attention, but not enough official information to act like the full picture is already known. Thank you for watching, like, comment, and subscribe.